It's not by chance that this manicure is going on 8 weeks. It was done with intentionality in mind. Not to mention that this client is also sensitive, moist, and a thin nail plate. Oh my gosh, right? No, this is real life nails, you guys. I'm gonna show you how to remove this set, prep, and get ready for the next application. This manicure is way past due. We are going on 7, maybe 8 weeks for this set, you guys. I do not promote that you should ever wait 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, but let's be honest, life happens. So I'm just grateful that they still look as good as they do. Let's see where there might be some lifting. But what's really great about my client today is she represents what we see all the time in our chair. She's got moist skin. She's super sensitive. She looks at a cuticle pusher and she wants to run. Like, this is real life, but how do I adapt my service so that she will get great 8-week results? Let's go ahead and dive in and I'll show you how I break it down. I want you guys to go ahead and check out this nail. Like, look how thin it is. There is a misconception that more product is going to equal a stronger nail. That is false. All right. It's all about how the product is applied. And this is probably one of the biggest reasons of why we don't want to wait, is because we don't want to cause damage to this matrix area. And the matrix is where the nail grows out. When we build a nail, we need to have structure, right? Because our client is doing life. They're working, changing diapers, all the things. So when we build that apex, it's to support the nail. If we don't have that support, then when it's being hit, it's going to chip, it's going to break off. Here's the other thing, is the nail products aren't supposed to last forever, you guys. If you do jam your finger really hard, you do want the nail to pop off. You don't want your nail bed to pop off. So there's that sweet spot between, if I jam this hard enough, I want to keep my nail bed, but also as I'm just doing everyday things, I want to make sure I have beautiful looking nails. So back to the structure. Your apex has grown out. Your thickness is now on the free edge. It's creating more weight on the edge, which also means that product is breaking down. It's more prone to breaking than what happens when you have lifted product. Bacteria gets inside, pathogens. Nails should be strong, but not indestructible. They should also look good, but also be clean. Hey nail techs, level up your manicures with professional nail bits and implements from Erica's ATA. We have everything you need from tools to gels. Check out the links below. So even though the product is really thin, I'm going in still with a Carbide at 25,000 RPMs. I'm with my Safety Smooth Top Carbide barrel, going down the middle, very light pressure. You want to make sure that you just keep the momentum. No heavy drops where we're taking down too much product. Pulling the product. And even though you see a little tan look, that is the color. My base is actually clear. So we want to get down to that clear color. Beautiful. Slow and steady, dragging technique. That way I have no catching and a little bit of a roundabout. With my Safety Smooth Top Carbide barrel, I'm at 25,000 RPMs, just dragging the product down, and I am working with Luminary Clarity. It is a clear one-step builder base, and what that just means is I don't have to put down another product to put my builder on top. The builder is part of the base. Ooh, and we got some lifting right here. See it right over there? We're just gonna go ahead and tap that out. Tap, tap, tap. Make sure you get behind the lifting. Nice. And I'm gonna make sure I just go gently over that. The reason that we always wanna go over that, oh, we got some more lifting right here. Let's just tap, tap, tap. Before we jump into cuticle work, I want to point out what this looks like. I want to be careful to make sure I don't cut my client, and I also want to make sure I properly choose my tool and my bit. And the reason for this is if I choose something that's too pointy, it's going to hurt my client. If I choose something that is too soft in abrasiveness, what's going to happen is it's going to shred the skin versus actually exfoliate it. Now this is a time when you can use some talc powder. I know that can be controversial, you do you, but at the end of the day, it does take the moisture out of the skin that allows you to more easily prep the nail as well, right? But obviously we just had 8 weeks wear. My client's doing just fine. I'm gonna jump in with my small tapered barrel. Very, very gently, I'm just gonna start off. And I always check in with my client, and words provoke feelings, so I'm gonna not say, does that hurt? Especially when she's already shared that she is more prone to bleeding and sensitivity. I'm gonna say, what is your comfort level? And that gives her room to freely share how she's feeling and for me to adjust. I am being very gentle and erring on the side of caution, but at any point, if she's like, ooh, there's a little bit of discomfort there, I'm going to have to make changes to my service. Now, in this case, if she were to say that there was sensitivity, I would go from a medium to a fine because grit matters. I also got to be sure while I have that medium, from right to left, I am prepping the natural nail plate, very, very gentle. I'm at 8,000 RPMs. Want to make sure you cover that full surface area, especially getting into that corner area where we're more prone to lifting. So right here, making sure I scratch and rough it up. I'm also being very cautious because I know she is sensitive. So I don't want to get into this area right here. If you see like, ooh, I just want to open it up a little bit more, and I know I'm not going in with any of my pointy bits or my flames, I will switch my Efile in the opposite direction, and ever so lightly, just open up that sinus area to create more of that beautiful horseshoe look. And then of course, gonna just pull back, clean up any dry skin. Because she's sensitive, I am going to probably not roll back. I don't know if this is our first time meeting. I don't want to cut her, to be completely honest. Maybe after our second visit, because right now I see a little bit of skin. If I pull back on that, that might just open her up to bleed. And I'm not trying to get there. But since I do see her waving at me a little bit, I am going to take my nipper and just gently cut that, and then go in with my big E at the very, very end to polish everything up. Okay, and a big part of that is I want to make sure that the skin, after I've been exfoliating and scratching it, just nicely melts back into the live tissue. Awesome. I want to just show everybody real quick. And this is one of the things, I know your clients come in and they have their wish list and they want to have that beautiful tight pocket. Look how tight she is. If I start taking anything with a point or a flame on top of her being more moist, a thin nail plate, and start poking, we are not doing our services as a nail tech and as a professional to say, I know you want that, but like, this is beautiful, this is healthy, let's see what next service looks like. Like the whole idea is to be pretty, not perfect. They come in with an idea, you are the expert, speak truth into the reality that they can leave and know that their nails are going to be healthy. That should be our primary focus, is healthy nail care. I cannot go any deeper. This is what we got for today. We just saw nails that were going on 8 weeks of wear. Again, we're not endorsing that. However, you don't need more. You don't need to open it up. You don't need to spend 2 hours. If you want to do that, you do you. But what I'm saying is we have real people in our chairs doing real life. Their nails can look beautiful and last a really long time. But that is a pairing of technique, product, and prep. And when you have all 3, your nail game is gonna be next level. To be real with you, I was sweating on this client because she made sure, really sure, to tell me that she is sensitive. Like, you look at my cuticle sensitive and I'm gonna bleed. I was sweating a little bit to see where my A game was, but I did not disappoint. She felt good. She said they haven't looked this good in a long time. Guess what? It all comes down to techniques and tools. So glad you guys checked out this video. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and let's keep hanging out and doing the nail thing.